Hello wonderful person, this is Anton, and in today's video I wanted to support yet another indie developer who actually reached out and asked me to take a look at their game. And because this is a space game and because I love space games and I really love supporting indie developers, I figured, you know what, why not? Let's take a look at this. I've actually played through this already and it is kind of fun. So let's take a look at Convicted Galaxy and find out what it's all about. So I'm going to click on new game here, and right away you're being dropped into your spacecraft. Now the story here is pretty simple. You're one of the convicts escaping from some kind of a space prison somewhere in space, and basically you are now on this spacecraft and your job is to survive, build up your base, build up your ship defenses, upgrade yourself, progress through levels, collect resources by doing this, and eventually escape the solar system and progress into the next area. Now the game starts pretty easy, it does get really hard, and this is a roguelike, meaning that you can expect to die quite a lot. We're going to play through this as much as we can, and I'm going to get into a few battles just to show you what this is all like. But first, let me actually build my first station, just so I can show you what you'll be doing for the most part. Now I think if we've collected enough scraps, so let's actually go to this planet here. We can get into orbit by basically fly into this ring around it. And now, as we're orbiting around it, we can actually build our own station by pressing 1 and then pressing F. And boom, this is your own station that is going to be constructed in a few seconds. Now this game combines a bit of a strategy with obviously space battles and colliding with asteroids. No, that's not good. Go away. Go away, asteroid. Colony completed on Smomokaratro. I think that was the name of this planet. So this is now officially our own territory. This is officially our own base. We need to protect it, we need to build it up, and we need to be ready for battles that are coming our way, because there are other convicts that you can see in the distance right there that are also building their bases, and they're going to be attacking you relatively soon. So let's actually go into our base, and this is where you get to upgrade your ship. You can choose one of the 4 classes available to you. So there's combat-oriented, power-oriented, speed-oriented, or utility-oriented classes. And you can also upgrade your station up to level 4. There's at least 6 different buildings you can actually build, including things like repair stations, things like defense stations, and there's quite a lot of different ship upgrades that you can purchase as well. But all of this requires these resources that we need to go and collect right now. This is what the map looks like. This is us. This is the first enemy that's already built up their station as well. And there are quite a lot of other planets that you can build your stations around as well. Now this is the current system map, and then there's a galaxy map. Essentially what this means is that once you leave this particular solar system, once you upgrade yourself and kill everyone, you'll be able to travel to other solar systems around the galaxy. So there's quite a lot of traveling and exploration involved, and there's also a bit of a storyline. But to actually uncover the story, you need to explore all of these solar systems and discover these mission logs left by pilots that are somewhere out there that you basically find randomly, and they will kind of uncover the story in little pieces. Because it's a roguelike, don't expect to do all of this at once. You'll need to basically explore and die a few times before you can reach all of this. So let's try to maybe collect a little bit more scrap so we can actually upgrade our ship a little bit and get into at least one battle, and possibly either win it or die horribly and silently in space, because when you die in space, nobody can hear you scream. Now we've actually collected enough resources to upgrade our station and possibly build another building. So let's go and do that right now. We can accelerate our spacecraft by pressing shift here. And so here we go. We can build something called Harvester. We can also build a repair station, or we can go ahead and upgrade our station to level 1. Let's do that first. Level 1 station complete. We can now also maybe upgrade our ship a little bit, giving ourselves a little bit more health, or a little bit more shield, or something else. I'm gonna think about what I'm going to upgrade, but I'm not going to do it just yet. I guess I'm gonna go for combat oriented though. And I think I'm going to upgrade my shields just because I want to have a little bit more defense for now as the enemies start attacking us. They're going to come to us really quickly, and as you can see, as soon as I upgraded my ship, it started to look a little bit different. So alright, so let's wait for the enemies to get here. They're obviously building up as well. Oh, here they come, I think. Maybe not yet. They're also building up as well, and they're going to be attacking us at some point. The AI in this game is quite aggressive. It actually does attack very often, and they are actually not too bad at fighting you, which is quite impressive for an indie company as well. Now, while I'm doing all this, let's talk a little bit about what this game is asking for. They're actually just asking for like $10,000 on Kickstarter. To be honest, this is one of the lowest amounts of money I've ever seen anyone ask for an indie game. And I'm honestly really happy to support them, and I'm also really happy to promote this game because it already looks pretty amazing. I mean, the music is kind of cool, the premise is kind of cool, it is kind of fun, and it is a very fast-paced, arcade-ish space sort of shooter that I'm definitely going to enjoy myself for at least a few weeks to come. And I'm also definitely looking forward to a lot of the updates that they're promising for this game. There's going to be more storyline, there's going to be a lot more ships, a lot more upgrades for your ships as well. And this game is definitely going to be very fun when it comes out as a full release. But even for an alpha, this is actually very impressive. Alright, so here come the enemy. I believe there's like 2 of them approaching. One of them is actually kind of dead. But I'm going to use both my missiles and my, there we go, my lasers to try to defeat him. Oh geez, they're kind of powerful. Okay, one of them down. Fighter number 1 down. As you can see, they're not actually that easy to defeat. I'm going to collect his fuel and launch the missiles. Use the missiles. Kill them with missiles. There's actually a lot of them. Wow, a lot more than I expected. So I'm going to stay out of their range for now and maybe build up a laser just so we can have a little bit of defense. So there's that laser that's going to be orbiting along with our station now, and it's going to provide a little bit of defense against these pesky enemies that are coming our way. Here they come, actually. We're going to try to defeat them, and look at the laser go. Wow, awesome. Defeated one of them, and we can collect the loot by flying right next to them. And let's try to defeat as many of them as we can. I'm actually going to try to approach this fighter so you can actually get to see what it looks like. But we're also going to launch some of the missiles at this guy and try to defeat him, and boom, done. Oh wow, this is getting intense. I'm getting actually pummeled by these guys. I need to possibly run away from here. I'm going to collect the loot though, so I can actually build a repair station as well. And I also built a harvester which will actually generate some passive income for me, allowing me to basically focus more on combat instead of focusing on collecting things from asteroids by flying next to them and pressing G, which I was doing before. This is actually probably the least fun of the, part of the game. Maybe they'll make this a little bit more fun in the final release, but this is actually not super exciting. So constructing those harvesters is kind of essential. Alright, so here they come. Here comes the enemy. Let's get into battle and go and attack them as well, because I would like to actually be able to defeat them. So I'm going to catch up to that scout. And Scout has been defeated, so let's go check out their station. So they actually were able to colonize this really beautiful Terra-like planet. I'm going to maybe defeat some of their buildings here and cause a little bit of havoc to them and try to basically conquer their planet, their station. Get rid of their radio, get rid of whatever else there is, a gatherer. And let's go ahead and try to destroy their station. So this is very important. Once we destroy their station, we'll be able to actually colonize this planet ourselves. It's going to take us a while because stations are kind of tough. But once this is done, this is going to be our planet and our system. And there we go. Collected loot, and let's build our own station. Boom. So now we have 2 planets under our control. Might as well protect this one as well. And we can then proceed to colonizing and conquering the rest of the solar system. So that's essentially what Convicted Galaxy is like in a nutshell. I'm being attacked by a scout. Let's get rid of it. And this is actually how the game will play, and this is what the game is like. I'm honestly actually really enjoying this. I mean, for an indie game that's going to be like less than 10 bucks, this is actually pretty awesome. Even on Kickstarter, for like $9 commitment, you get the full game and a few other benefits as well. So it's actually not too bad. Not too shabby, if you ask me. Anyway, so this is what this game is like. It's very original, kind of fun, very fast-paced. I'm not sure if there's going to be multiplayer just yet. It hasn't really been announced, but I'm hoping that there is going to be multiplayer because this would be so much fun to play against actual players, against actual enemies that know what they're doing. But even for now, AI is pretty challenging and actually does make you suffer sometimes, especially when it comes to like being attacked by what, 2 or 3 boats here, 2 or 3 ships that are trying to take over my new system. Get away from my system. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. And they're definitely not letting go and attacking my station at full force now. And anyway, so that's really all I wanted to show you in this particular video, and hopefully you'll go and support this game because it does look pretty awesome, and I think 10,000 bucks is, for a mini game, is actually very, very little to ask for. Anyway, I'm sure there are much worse games out there that are asking for a lot more money, so why not? I'll see you guys later. I think I'm about to die, and I think it's very likely that this is going to be the end of this particular rogue-like experience, but maybe I'll escape, repair my ship, and come back in force. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully you'll come back and subscribe to this channel if you still haven't. And tomorrow you're going to learn something completely different, or possibly watch me play another space game or another game that will teach you something amazing. I'll see you in the next video. Game leader, and as always, bye bye.